episode of Wisdom to Wealth, and Drew Stevens giving you some financial management perspective here. You know, there's about 29 million people in the United States that are getting ready for retirement. They're gearing up for retirement. And a lot of people do what my grandmother used to mention to me when I was a kid growing up. Hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil, which means that if you're trying to avoid disaster, you'll do whatever you can to not hear it, not see it, not speak of it. Well, let me tell you a little bit of something, okay? I want to talk to you for a few moments here about retirement. Those 29 million people that are waiting to retire have roughly 4 trillion. Yeah, let me say that again with a T, $4 trillion in assets blended about it. The problem with most individuals that are retiring, especially those that I'm dealing with on a day-to-day basis, talking about retirement and estate planning, number one, hear no evil. In other words, they're not attentive to their statements. They're not attentive to market volatility. They're not attentive to financial instrumentation. The S&P 500 is down by approximately 20%, maybe a little bit more than that. We've got inflation chugging along here in the United States at 8.6, probably even higher than what the estimates are calling for. I typically say it's about 9%. The fact is that at the end of the day, there is a tremendous amount of market volatility. But if you're not paying attention to it, if you're not hearing what's going on, you can't go crying back to your HR director that set up your benefit plan, or anyone in your family saying, oh my God, my whole life savings is taking a hit. It's up to you to do the proper research and, if need be, hire a financial advisor or a planner to make you understand what your assets are made of and how to rebalance your portfolio. Believe it or not, around 65% of many of the issues that are out there are in stocks, which are taking a bath right now, and yields on bonds are starting to increase. So the question that I have, if you don't want to hear it, is to then start taking a look at not only your statements, but doing the research to understand how badly your portfolio is getting whacked. Now, let's be a little kind here. If you're planning on retiring, you're doing this and investing over the long haul. You're not a short-term trader. So you're not an active trader, you're a passive one, but clearly you don't want to take the market losses that are making up your portfolio. So take a look at what's going on, see what is happening, and get the proper advice to assist you. Finally, the last thing that I can tell you is simply this. You're not going to avoid retirement by putting it off and working another 3 years. If you think about what you're putting into your retirement package, and this happened just today, as a matter of fact, reached out to a client. She said to me, you know, I'm not going to retire. I don't like where the market is right now. So I'm going to wait another 3 years before I retire. Think about this for a minute. Take your income. Here's a quick exercise. Take your income. And I want you to take the percentage of what you believe that you're placing into your pension plan. Yeah. Go by this for a second. You see, your pension is made up of a percentage of what you're contributing. And in many cases, it's anywhere between 3 and 6%. So let's use 5% as an indicator. So if you think that your tax-deferred income of 5% is actually going to help you delay retirement by 3 years, think again. Because at the end of the day, no matter what, whether you retire now or 3 years from now, you're going to have, or potentially could have, something known as an income gap. That income gap could be anywhere from 20 to approximately 50% less than what you're currently bringing home in your income. So delaying it is not going to do it. See, we have rising student debt here in the United States. We had credit card debt for many, many years, and we even have this stupid thing going on called the Great Resignation. The fact is that many people here in the United States are exceedingly poor when it comes to financial management and when it comes to retirement. So the best things that you can do truly are preparing for the future. The way you prepare for the future, three things. Number one, see it. Look at what's going on in the market out there. Take a look at what's happening in the markets. Take a look at your pension plan statements. Take a look at your retirement statements and start to plan the journey out. Here, start listening to proper advice. Make certain that what you're doing is you're listening to individuals that are out there today that are able to give you sound, decent advice. I'm not talking about the media, but I'm talking about the individuals that are out there that could truly help you to understand where you can place your investments and how to do the right thing. And last but not least, start taking some damned action. You know, the biggest problem with many people in the United States, as I work with them over my career, is a lack of organization and a lack of prioritization. You can't blame anybody else. Unless you prioritize, unless you start doing the proper research, you'll never be prepared. The best thing that happens is you measure it. When you measure it, it gets repeated. So start taking a look at your action steps, bite them off in small chunks, and you'll create better opportunities for future success. This is Dr. Drew. I look forward to speaking with you on another broadcast of Wisdom to Wealth. God bless.